Welcome back to Daily Blast Live. James Vanderbeek took to Instagram to share a heartfelt message to fans after his wife's 3 miscarriages. He says, in part, we need a new word for it. It suggests fault for the mother, as if she dropped something or failed to carry. Do you think a new word should be adopted for miscarriage, or is it unrealistic to try to change medical terminology? A great discussion. Let's get right to your comments. Al, take it away.
All right. Emily on Instagram says, I lost a baby boy at 20 weeks gestation, and it was classed as a late miscarriage. This hugely upset me for a long time. I hated the terminology. You know, Emily, it's I've dealt with this in my life. I think that most women do, and it's a pretty sterile word. And I think that there needs to be a new word, and I wish I had come up with one where we just showed how that it was a life. And it was a shorter life than we would have liked, but there was a life here. And I think having just such a sterile term like miscarriage does it an injustice.
And Doris on Facebook said, my daughter lost a child at 17 weeks, and she took it very hard and belongs to a group called Parents Left Behind. I don't think she is offended by the term. Doris, that's interesting. I think every woman and mother is going to process this differently. For this particular, for your daughter who belongs to a group, maybe that's exactly what comforted her in that time. So I'm going to stay out of this one only because I'm not in this situation. I'm just going to leave it to our experts here.
And Sue on Instagram chimes in saying there is no word in the English language for the death of an unborn. There is no word in the English language for the mourning of an unborn. There is literally no words to describe or name the pain a mother goes through. And I agree with that completely. I think that people have to find a way to deal with this period in the best way that they know how, and if that means changing the verbiage, and if that's healing and comforting, then I'm for changing the verbiage.
I'm so happy we're just having this conversation. Can I just tell you, I know more people than I want to admit that's gone through this, but did not tell people because they feared that they somehow would be seen as a failure.
Definitely. And
they're not. And you're not alone. And I want to encourage the conversation and just know that you are not alone. So thank you for sharing your thoughts.